Good morning, Mrs. Kroes. You are here as a keynote speaker on the Dutchb Bitcoin Conference. And this month you are ending your activities as the special envoy for Dutch startups. Maybe you can tell us what you learned about the Dutch ecosystem for startups in the past 18 months.
Well, when I was still active in Brussels as a vice president of the European Commission with the digital agenda, I was already confronted and active in the world of startups. With the digital technology and the development of the digital technology, it is main that you have out-of-the-box thinkers, that you have breakthrough thinkers, and that is the cup of tea of the startup, so to say. So when the Prime Minister and the Minister of Economic Affairs were asking me to be the special envoy for the startup scene in the Netherlands, I said, okay, but limited time, for I don't believe in eternal life, so yes. Not a new institution, just 1.5 years for me, then backing by a good team, and that was fulfilled. So what I learned during this period of the 1.5 year, that the Netherlands has a unique position, a lot of talent, a lot of innovative thinkers, great universities and research institutes, and by the way, a very fascinating world of companies that are already active or that are interested in opening their doors to be active in the startup world too. So all in all, within 1.5 years, we were successful in being placed in the ranking. We weren't in any ranking mentioned. Okay. Now we are on the top ranking list. We were indeed uniting the hubs for the Netherlands, a small country, a very interesting country, but a small country. Within the Netherlands, there are a couple of hubs, 10 to be precise, and those hubs are doing fascinating work. They are active in different fields, in nanotechnology, in photonics, in quantum computing, in e-health, name it. And the different hubs are quite often specialized around their university and research activities. So we combined those efforts, and we were inviting them every fortnight to sit together and joining and sharing what they have as experience, what they have as ideas, what they have as hurdles. So connecting those hubs is far more than 1 + 1, in this case 10 hubs, but not cooperating. So that is another one. And of course, we are highly interested in the factor capital, and not only talking about capital for the startups, but also talking about the scale-ups and that phase. So all in all, a lot of results, and we will publish that report within a week.
Okay. We have even a special envoy for FinTech nowadays. Can you explain why it's important that we have an appointed envoy for FinTech?
During my trip as a special envoy for the StartupDelta, I found out that there are unique opportunities within the FinTech sector, and especially talking about the Netherlands as a test bed, but the Netherlands as the west coast of Europe, so to say, and that we weren't using it for 100%, so to say. And for me, that was far too much and far too specialized to take it in our own basket, so to say. And my discussions with the Minister of Finance and later with the Minister of Economic Affairs, just pointing out that it would make sense to appoint a special envoy. The ministers were immediately positive and acting, and they did ask Willem Vermeen to be the special envoy for the FinTech, and they couldn't take a better one.
Okay. Blockchain technology is part of FinTech.
Yeah.
What do you expect of blockchain technology?
It will change the world completely. And of course, I can't predict what time schedule is needed, but anyhow, it's a global game.
Yes.
It is absolutely not at stake that we can wait and take our time and so on. For there are a lot of competitors who are also interested to take the lead. So the sooner we are active, the better it is for a good position of the Netherlands in this issue too.
Okay. As you explained already with the different hubs that are busy with startups in the Netherlands, basically what you were saying that collaboration is very important. What do you think of collaboration between startups and the traditional financial players in the field of blockchain technology?
It could be win-win. And I'm not only saying that it should be win-win, but that means that as well the financial institutions, as well the startups and the specialized startups, should be interfering in the same area and then take notice of what is at stake in the new breakthrough development.
On stage, you talked about a sort of temporary free zone for startups, where they can experiment with new types of technologies and FinTech developments. What can the Dutch government do to encourage those startups in this respect?
The Minister of Finance is very in for this way of thinking, not starting from old-fashioned, with all respect, and that is my wording, is not the wording of the minister, not from old-fashioned legislation for completely new issues. And his proposal is, let's give a bit of tryout period, a bit of opportunity in a testbed situation, and I think rightly said by the minister. For that is one of the issues that we are confronted with. Legislation, per definition, is based on yesterday. For that, of course, legislation is taking time in a democracy. Legislation needs facts and figures. So that having said, and with such a breakthrough, completely different from what we were used to, system, you need exercise, you need a tryout, and that is done by the minister in a correct way, together with the AFM and DNB.
Okay. Obviously, if we look at the Bitcoin and blockchain technology, we are thinking of disrupting or that they are challenging the financial sector, but blockchain technology can also be very important, for example, for the health sector.
Oh, absolutely.
Can you because you mentioned it as well during your presentation, can you give us some examples or what you think of blockchain technology in relation to different other sectors than financial sectors?
We shouldn't limit whatever development at the moment because we are not used to it, or because we are not completely certain what could be a result. We should find out. And with the digital technology, and that is fascinating for it's just of the last decade, there are no limits anymore. And therefore we need, of course, for security reasons, for crime reasons, for fraud, and name it, we need to be very precise what is at stake and what is permitted, but still find out where it could move to. And that means that, again, out-of-the-box thinking, and also in health, with an aging population, with budgets that are not unlimited, it's even more worthwhile to find out what is the best and what is the most affordable system in which we can just give a guarantee, quote unquote, to our people that taking care is indeed taking care.
Okay. Constantijn van Oranje is going to succeed you as a special envoy for startups. What should be on top of his agenda for the next coming 18 months?
Ask him.
Okay.
And he will certainly be delighted to give you that answer.
Okay, we will ask him. Thank you very much for coming.
You're welcome.